In countries where unions are weak, like ours, we tend to find what's called tough love, as they call it these days, which means love for the privileged and tough for everybody else. We find what we might call, if we're honest, the really existing doctrine of free markets. That means market discipline for the poor and the defenseless, but plenty of protection and subsidy for those who really need it, the rich and the powerful. The United States is a business-run society, which means that human rights are subordinated to the overriding need of profit for investors. Decisions are placed in the hands of unaccountable private tyrannies, which means that even if formal democratic practices exist, as they do, they're of peripheral significance. And it also means that social policy is geared to the transfer of wealth and power to those who already have it, and deliberately so. Well, one of the most effective democratizing forces has always been the labor movement, labor unions. The history on that is completely clear. In countries that have a strong labor movement, there is also a very strong tendency, or a strong correlation with a real, live, functioning social contract that includes not only rights for working people, but for people who need help and protection, for the defenseless, for children, for women, for families, for people who need assistance generally, for the general public, in fact. And there's also a culture that goes along with it, a culture of solidarity and sympathy and mutual aid and support.